I think that this gathering is very important because it brings together world leaders from various areas of society to come and reflect on how we can improve the way business is done in the world today. When I mean business, I mean the various activities and actions by the various stakeholders of this world, because we want to improve upon global governance. Today we have many challenges facing the global community: climate change, artificial intelligence, conflict around the world, and how can we mobilize leaders in support of efforts to address these challenges. That is why I think it's important that we have a multi-stakeholder approach that the World Government's Summit has adopted to addressing these global challenges. I think that first of all, we're looking at the challenges that are facing us already. Conflict around the world. There's no paucity of conflicts in the world. We're looking at the issue of climate change. We're looking at lack of progress in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. We are looking at scientific and technological innovation, what challenges this innovation is posing to humanity. We have heard a lot about artificial intelligence, which is fraught with a lot of uncertainty. It is important that we as global leaders reflect on all these challenges and see how we can contribute our own quota to efforts aimed at resolving the crisis that we are facing today. I think, it is not surprising that the United Arab Emirates is organizing this summit in such an exemplary manner. The facilities that have been made available to the participants are just wonderful. But I think that it is the content of the summit that is very important for us. The issues that have been identified for discussion, the diversity of participants, all of these are going to contribute to a very substantive summit. And I believe that the outcomes of this summit will contribute to the global agenda to improve upon governance. When you look at the issue of health, for instance, with the aftermath of COVID, at this session of the World Government's Summit, we have heard a lot about the need to put in place a legal framework to protect us from future pandemics. And this is something that is very important going forward. I think we need to put all our hands on deck and make sure that these global challenges that are facing the world today can be addressed in a coherent, multi-stakeholder and inclusive manner for effectiveness. We have very good relationship. The Federal National Council is a very strong and active member of the organization. The Federal National Council participates in our governing structures. They are members of the executive committee, and so we have strong relations with them, and they're organizing events here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi in the context of major processes. For instance, later this month, we're going to have the Parliamentary Conference on the WTO, which will be organized in the context of the Ministerial Conference of the WTO. And this is a conference that we are doing together with the Federal National Council. We had, in December last year, we had COP28. During that COP, we had a big parliamentary conference co-organized between the Interparliamentary Union that I represent and the Federal National Council of the United Arab Emirates. So our relationship is a very strong and fruitful one. We want to encourage the authorities of this country to continue to build on the strength of parliaments, because parliaments and parliamentarians represent the people. And in major processes such as the one we are participating in now, we need the voice of the people that is articulated by their representatives, parliamentarians, so that outcomes can really reflect the interests and aspirations of the people of this world.